Hello, Joe. Could you tell us who you are and the organization you work for and what your organization does?
My name is Joe Jones. I'm president and founder of the Center for Urban Families in Baltimore. We're a nonprofit organization that works with fathers and families to help them achieve family stability and economic success. And we do so by committing ourselves to community outreach to recruit people who typically wouldn't walk in our doors. That's men and women age 18 years of age and above, regardless of the kind of circumstances they come from, but challenging them to change their behavior from the time they walk into the door, and then helping them to get connected to their children, to the labor force, and to move up the wage scale over time.
Great. As one of Newsweek's 30 leaders working to improve the future of African American men, what are the challenges you see as needing to be tackled?
One, I think that we know very little about African American men and what it takes to work with African American men in this country. I think this is a relatively new phenomenon. So much of our investment in men overall, from a public standpoint, has been in the form of incarceration and from a criminal justice lens or a child support lens. But when we think about helping professions as being vehicles to help men who find themselves falling short for any reason, whether it's in their personal relationship as a dad, as a husband, as a partner, as a son, often makes it difficult for them to learn how to change their challenges into opportunities. And we don't have many helping professionals who are trained to understand and meet those needs. And I also think that we have so many of our kids falling out of school, sometimes because we expel and suspend them for reasons that are minor. And once you put a child on that pathway to being out of school, you put them onto a pathway to getting indoctrinated into gangs, into our juvenile justice system, into our social welfare safety net system, as opposed to uplifting their parents and having their parents as being those caregivers who are empowered to raise their children in ways in which that are substantial but require investment, particularly as it relates to African American men.
You've been interacting quite a bit with your state legislature, and I was wondering if you could briefly explain how you got involved with working with state legislatures and how entities like yours, nonprofits, are able to kind of interact with their state legislatures to help the communities that you're helping.
Well, what I say to my practitioner colleagues is that programs are important, but policy matters. And if you don't have an interest or an understanding of how policy impacts the lives of people that we serve, then I think we're missing a great opportunity, because we can provide services all day, but some of the people that we work with come up against barriers that only policy can address. And so I think it's really important that we understand the policy making apparatus, that we identify legislative champions, but we don't wait for policymakers to sit in their offices, wherever they may sit, to design policies or implement policies. It's important that we encourage them to visit the communities where people live, get them engaged in the lives of real people, so that we have a win-win in a way in which we can exchange ideas, and that we allow our program participants and graduates to be the voices for their own causes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.